What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about today is Denzel Ward and his ridiculous performance that he had against the Browns in a game that they should have won. Definitely go check out GmiasWorld podcast where we recap all the NFL games on a weekly basis. That episode is now live, so just search GmiasWorld podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or right here on YouTube. Also iHeartRadio, and you'll get that podcast and see the thoughts that I have about Denzel Ward and what he's going to be bringing to the Browns this coming season. But as far as the team goes, a lot of us are going to be getting a free upgrade, all right? So this is what you guys should be doing right now. You should be evaluating who's going to get rage sold, because what's going to happen is he should at least, I would estimate that he at least goes to an 87. Okay, so let's look at his card right now. This is Denzel Ward's card, currently constructed, whatever, 88 speed, whatever, 85 jumping, 63 play rec, like very, very low. I expect 80s in all of the things that are highlighted right now through the lockdown chem. All right, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to evaluate what we can do and how he's going to make your team that much better by looking at some of the other cards that are on the auction house. Now, the 87 overall cards, they're not relatively that good, but this is a card that's going to be free if you did the Madden 18 Rookie Premiere promo and that set for him in the game. If you haven't done it, it is too late, so there's no need to ask any more questions about it. It is too late for you to do it. So more than likely, they're going to probably put out a rookie set or some other way to get him, or just have him in packs, or you can pull him in different ways. Because I don't think he's going to be the master, because Von Miller played out of his mind, Khalil Mack played out of his mind. But I do think that he's going to get an upgrade to Team of the Week. Now, I'm going high with 87, but maybe 86, 87 is where he should be. And he's probably going to go somewhere around a 90 speed or something like that. All right, so let's go take a look at what's available currently. When you look at these cards that are now available in Madden Ultimate Team in the 87 area, all of them, depending on what you're looking for, you're gonna be lacking something. Speed, zone, man coverage. You're going to be lacking something. What I'm expecting, though, obviously, when you look at Talib, he's very, very slow. All right. So when you're talking about, Gmia, I didn't do this. Is it worth it for me to go out and get a Denzel Ward? His speed is going to be way more than this. Okay. It's going to be way more than this. So obviously, I'm going to definitely suggest that you go ahead and do it if you have a cornerback like this. Say he comes out as an 86. His speed is going to at least be a 90. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it really, really weird with these Team of the Weeks, is because you got to gauge based on the performance of each individual person, but so many people balled out. So it's so difficult, to choose. Like, who do we choose with this situation? But there is no way that you're going to tell me that a guy, a young kid like that goes up against Antonio Brown. He had that one sick catch, though. Antonio Brown is just ridiculous. Like, that dude catches the ball in mad, ridiculous fashions, but it was still a tie, and you tied with the Browns. So that's a bad thing. Like, when you tie with the Browns, that's automatically a bad thing, okay? This thing right here that I'm trying to explain to you is that whatever you're doing with your corners, if you don't have like a Ramsey or something like that, and you're dealing with like a squad where you're building up your team, which a lot of you guys are, these veterans and all this stuff, these prices are more than likely going to drop a little bit, not too much, because they still have value with training points. But Brent Grimes, like, what are you going to do with this? Like, even if you compare him right now to Brent Grimes, right? Let's just say that you have a Brent Grimes on your team right now. Let's just say you do that. Let's say that you're the stupidest person in the world and you have a Brent Grimes on your squad currently right now. The keys to everything that goes on, I know his zone coverage and his man coverage and the play rec is very, very low, but I'm going to guarantee you that this guy starting is going to do a lot similar. It's going to be a lot similar gameplay to Brent Grimes. Not only that, you won't have to worry about getting burnt deep, because keep in mind, it's been a very, very huge switch from 18 into 19 to where the zone coverage is not going to prevent you from getting beat deep. There is no more Terrence Newman foolishness. None of that stuff is going on. You're not running around with a guy that has negative 47 speed and a 97 zone and he's sticking with everybody. So this is going to be an issue, okay? And this is what I'm trying to point out to you guys now so you get ready to go. Most of you guys that didn't do Saquon Barkley's set, you guys keep asking, yo, bro, is it too late? Yes, you're going to have to do something else to get it. In this situation, I don't think that they're going to do anything like they did with the set for Saquon Barkley. I don't think he's going to get his rookie premiere set. I think he's just going to be part of the Team of the Week, because I don't think they're going to give him the master. Again, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I just don't think, even though Khalil Mack lost, he had an unbelievable first half against the Packers. Von Miller was a nightmare, and he won. You know what I'm saying? So those two guys is what I'm really looking at right now. I don't know how they're going to be able to evaluate each little thing, but I'm assuming that Von Miller or Khalil Mack is probably going to get it. That's just an assumption, okay? Either way, when we evaluate these corners and you continue to go down the list, like this guy is decent. You know what I'm saying? Like Darius Slay, he's like an exception to the rule. But you know what's funny? I think what EA is going to do, they're going to make him exactly like this card. You see what I'm saying? Like they're almost similar in height, you know, off by 2 inches. They're going to make this card, his card is going to be pretty much almost like Darius Slay's 86 overall. I'm going to go ahead and predict that because EA usually uses a lot of the stats from other cards that are similar to the players that are being re-released. And because it's like that, I think they're just going to upgrade him based on what Darius Slay is. That's honestly what my opinion is. So this guy is suitable enough to start on any team, regardless of how your team is. Darius Slay. Obviously, you would have to power him up, but he is capable of just simply just going on any team and being a starter at an 86. That's what I foresee for Denzel Ward. So any other card other than that, you know, they don't really have that speed threshold and everything like that that's going on. So, you know, this guy is part of a legend set. It's very, very difficult to tell me, that you're going to get a guy with 83 speed running around on your lineup. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, pretty much what I'm going to try to suggest to you guys is that you look into figuring out how you're going to get it and, you know, how you're going to be able to get a one of these Rookie Premiere cards when it's released in the set. Or if you already have the Rookie Premiere, you're going to be getting it for free. But you're going to definitely need some speed on your field. Even like Desmond Trufant. Like, I don't see why, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right, bro. 85 speed with all those. All right, he's decent. He's definitely decent. But is he a guy that I'm going to put in there over Denzel Ward? I don't really know. But he is, you know, the problem is he's eligible for the power up. So depending on what you're doing with your overall, you might look to do that. Josh Norman, you know, it is what it is. You know, he's a pretty decent corner. Not anything that I would really look into doing. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you guys are going to have to evaluate and figure out yourselves how you want to make it happen. Because what the situation is, like he has that zone, he has that man, he has that press, all in the low 80s, right? And we know that there's not really a set threshold. So what's going on with it is you have to be able to evaluate how you run your defense. Like if you run man-to-man, obviously with his speed, why would you be using Josh Norman? Desmond Trufant, he's actually better than, better than Josh Norman. So he's probably a guy that I would say, all right, yo, you know, if you guys ask me, you know, on Twitter or whatever, yo, Gmia, this guy right here, what do you think? He's suitable. Is he somebody, like I said, but again, he still doesn't have what this guy's going to have. Darius Slay by far, I don't really think that is, like, even with the Champ Bailey and everything like that, Darius Slay by far is probably, even with, the reason that I don't like this card is because it's part of a legend set and he's not completing. You can't really do anything else with it. And that's not the way that I want to promote growing your team. So I wouldn't do it in this fashion. I wouldn't get half of a legend. I always want to make sure that you guys understand to max your legends out unless you're doing salary cap mode where you got to pick one that's decent. All right. That is the only way possible that this is suitable. Other than that, it makes no sense realistically to do anything with this card. Okay. So I'm just going base card and power up. Darius Slay to me, other than what they're going to do to update Denzel Ward, is probably the most suitable for all around cornerback play. Desmond Trufant is a close second, but we don't really care about close second. We're trying to look at things that's going to make us win the game. All right. So that's more or less where he's going to be, 86 to 87. All right. As you continue to build your team and you're trying to figure out different ways to do things, you know, the training points, what are you going to do? Like say you don't want to get the Denzel Ward, but you're like, Gmia, you know, I'm running out of coins. I don't have a lot of training points and stuff like that. I keep urging you guys to make sure you check weekly with this training camp situation. Now they update these randomly. I think this last one was updated on a Sunday or maybe Saturday. I don't know when it was up, bro. It was updated weird because I saw it and I was like, yo, I just checked it on Friday and it wasn't there, so I know it wasn't Friday. So I don't know what the schedule is for this, but this is something that I'm going to need you guys to make sure that you're doing regardless. Even if you don't have the free Denzel Ward and you want to get like these free 100 training points, any amount of training points counts. You guys know that the value of cards are very, very steep. So this is something that I'm going to recommend that you do also in addition to if you get the Denzel Ward or even if you don't get it, make sure you're doing these weekly because your other corners more than likely are going to be power-ups. Okay, I don't know in the future. EA has already released information saying that it's possible that they might give out power-ups to cards that were not previous power-ups. I don't see that for the rookies though, unless it's a rookie premiere. Like, I really just don't see it happening. Is it a possibility that it might? You know, like, anything can happen. I'm just saying that I really don't see how they would be able to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be a lot more as an addition. I think it'll be cool because Denzel Ward is going to be a total good. Is this arcade mode? Yeah, it is. All right, so we're just going to throw a hot one. This is arcade mode, so we'll just do that. But, you know, the way that it looks right now, it's very, very simple, okay? We're going to have to make sure we put ourselves in the best situation to build our MUT team. And there's so many questions about different cards and what you should be doing with this card and what you should be doing with that card. These are the things that I urge you guys to do. Utilize the solos and the things that come out that's for free. Play these things, get them done, okay? Because these are the things that's going to build your team more than anything else that EA is doing. Get your solo battles in. If you can't stomach Weekend League, get your solo battles in. It's more than likely a way that you're going to be able to get. You'll be able. Did a kicker just make him fumble? A kick. That was a kicker. A kick. What? Bro, a kicker just made that man fumble. All right, yo, Tavon Austin needs to just get up. He needs to just leave the Dallas Cowboys forever and never come back. That was ridiculous. But anyway, like I was saying, those are the corners in that range that I would recommend. Obviously, if you're on a different tier, that's not going to apply to you. And that's what usually happens. We get a lot of different variety of people that come to this channel and they're trying to figure out, like, look, all right, I don't got the coins. How do I build my team? And this is why I try to point it out, because some of these cards are sleeper. You know, like sleepers. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the cards don't have to have a high overall to play well. Get that out of your head. You have to look for certain things in that player to make him, you know, what you want him to be. Like, some of you guys were telling me, yeah, yo, Talib is ill in the slot. I don't run a defense that uses a slot corner. I don't usually run nickel unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually in a 4-3, so I don't really care that much about my slot. That being said, it may be different for you. You may come out, you know, you might have bought 17 ebooks, and you come out and you're like, yo, I'm about to come out and run, you know, dollar or do some other kind of stupid foolishness, nickel 3-3-5, where you're blitzing like 2 guys and everybody's screaming. Maybe you're that type of an idiot. I don't know. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm the type of idiot that's going to come out and just run 4-3, and I don't care what happens. And like that, like, I just threw the ball in the coverage, and I don't care because I know it's arcade mode. That's the type of idiot I am. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know what works, and I'm going to stick with it, okay? And I'm telling you right now that more than likely, I'm going to get rid of someone once Denzel Ward is updated. Why did he just run right past him? He just literally ran right past the only guy that was in front of him. I don't understand why he just did that. I'm still trying to figure out why he just did that. That doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. Let's not even talk about that. That's just ridiculous. Okay, now he's going to block the guy in front of him. That's nice. Okay, oh, we're just going to break tackles now? All right, whatever. Just keep going for 6. All right? And you can see that these are relatively short, simple gameplays that can get you free stuff so that you can have training points that are free in the bank, and then you're just waiting on the card now, which you should be able to already have through just playing solos and different things like that. So there's really no excuse for why your team shouldn't be getting, you know, better on a consistent basis. There's really no excuse for it. So regardless if you have Denzel Ward or if you don't, you're going to be looking into Darius Slay. That's a budget corner that I would recommend. That's going to, he's going to be pretty much similar to what Denzel Ward is going to be. But for everybody that's been riding with me since Madden 18, we're going to have a sick card come Team of the Week. They got to give him something. Let me know if you think he's going to get the Master. I really don't think it. I think it's Khalil Mack or Von Miller. Leave it in the comments. What do you think? Until next time, one love.